Alright guys, we're back, and today we're going to be talking about an AR-15 from a very local firearms dealer here in my wonderful communist state of Massachusetts. But before we get into the gun, just want to take a minute here guys, please hit the subscribe button, like and comment on the video. I have tons more videos going well beyond firearms. We're talking about getting into welding, boat building, machining, kind of all the stuff that rattles around in my brain. We're going to have some more one-day builds coming up. But let's go ahead and jump right into this firearm. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Minuteman Armory AR-15 Tier 1. They do not make the Tier 1 anymore. You guys are going to be seeing some pictures right now of what this firearm used to look like. And what I did was I built a firearm that was inexpensive. When I bought it, it was about $1,000, and what I wanted to do was kind of show that for very little money you could make a functional, kind of alright looking AR-15. But that proved out it was too heavy. It didn't really work for the style of shooting that I wanted to do. So now we have this, and we're going to go through this whole gun, the pros and the cons. The cons far outweigh the pros. But first, before we get into it, what is my relationship to Minuteman Armory? There is no relationship. I've bought a few firearms from them, this AR, a few others, but other than the Glock fiasco, and you guys know what I'm talking about, they're a great place to do business with. They don't have a lot of ammunition in stock, but they have some really nice firearms, and all the guys down there are really great guys to go down and either do business with or just shoot the breeze with. Awesome guys down there. So we'll start off with the barrel, because I think it's important to start with that. This is a 4150 chromoly steel barrel with a 1.7 twist, and it has the M4 feed ramps. It is chambered in both 5.56 or 223. I tend to shoot more of the 5.56. I have about between 5,700 and 6,000 rounds down the barrel of this gun. I've had no issues with it so far. I had one jam, but that was my fault. It was due to a reload that I had been running through this. So we'll start at the tip with the muzzle brake. I'm running currently, this is a double star Phantom. I quite like it. It directs the gas where I need it to go for how I shoot and my style of shooting. From there, the flashlight is a Cisno L2. Cheapo, guys. I mean cheapo. Got it on Amazon. I think I paid like 35 or 40 bucks for it. It's 1,000 lumen. It comes with the push button, so you can have an intermittent, or it has a straight on or off. I know you're looking at this dangling wire. I had to order some more small cable ties. I'll be putting those on shortly. Underneath, I have a mag pull grip. It's a little too large for me, but it's what was on the original setup of this gun. But it works great to get the weapon up and to shoulder it. It's comfortable. It gives me a lot of pull back into my shoulder, so I like it. But we'll be upgrading that soon. So this is the Midwest Industries ultra lightweight 14.5 inch grip. Guys, this thing is awesome. It is super lightweight. It just feels good around your hand. It feels good. I can't say enough good things about Midwest Industries. They were awesome to deal with when I ordered it. It is M-LOK, which makes it nice. I've got two little rails here and then one on the bottom to hold the mag pull grip. On the other side I have a Q-lock for my sling. It's great. It does come with two ports, one on this side, one on the other, that you can put a Q-lock in. But that's a little short for me to have my sling. I actually can't. Well, we'll get into that in a little bit. So yeah, so I went ahead and I got the mag pull system for the front. And so far from here up, it's fantastic. So pretty much from here up, and from here up to about here is great. And we'll get into that in a minute. So as far as the bolt carrier group, I couldn't tell you. It's what came with it. Haven't had any problems with it. I haven't cleaned this in about 1,000 rounds just to see if it jams or fails. I do put a couple drops of oil when I go shooting. So far, so good. The optic that's on here is a Bushnell AR optics, and they call it the Drop Zone. Drop Zone. Wesley Snipes. Great movie. Watch it if you haven't seen it. It's a 1-to-4 power, and it's a 24 millimeter. No complaints. It's Bushnell. I mean, I know everybody else out there has their opinions on stuff, but Bushnell's been around forever, and they've been making fantastic optics since. I have not, full disclosure, zeroed this yet, so I can't really tell you how well it shoots. I can only tell you how it looks. I could have done without the turrets. Maybe a cap would have been better, but it was like 200 bucks, so I figured I needed a new one. So I'll just go with this, and you know, maybe some road down the future I'll upgrade that. The trigger in this, according to their website, is a mil-spec Geisley trigger. I don't know if it's a Geisley trigger or not. I can't actually see any markings on it or anything to tell me that it is or is not. So I'm just going to go ahead and believe those guys and say that that's what it is. And the trigger is crisp. We'll do a little trigger thing here. It's stiff, and it goes. We'll get to that also. And the reset. It's right there. It's about a 5-pound pull. Maybe a 2 or 3 pound let off. It's a great trigger. I really like it. The select is great. For me, it just fits my hand perfectly. We have a Magpul pistol grip that also came stock on the Firearm, as well as did the Magpul stock. So that's pretty much it for what I have on here, what I've done to it. So far, it's been a great shooter. Now let's get into why I don't like the gun. And it is not, I will say, Minuteman's fault. It is this wonderful state of Massachusetts that we live in. The stock is non-adjustable. That's mass law. Or certain parts of mass law that we don't need to get into right now. All Minuteman did was just remove the pin so that you can't depress the lever and move the stock. And now for the worst thing. Pinned magazine, guys. Yep, that's right. Pinned magazine in Massachusetts. If you're buying new, your older ones are fine. But if you're buying a new one, pinned mag. So I don't think I need to demonstrate this, but I'll do it anyway. To reload it, they gave you a nice bumped out pin that you pull, drop that down, load your rounds in one at a time, close her back up, and hope you're not dead. Hope you haven't been shot already. So yeah, so that's super annoying. Yeah, I can't stress enough how annoying that is. But according to Minuteman, if our laws are changed or whatever, you can bring this right back. They'll remove the pin out, and you are good to go. So yeah, I'm very happy with it so far. At some point, we'll put a video up of shooting it. I just have not had any time to get to the range this week. But yeah, it's a great gun. I really like it. I highly recommend it. They do not make the Tier 1 anymore, however. Currently, right now, all they have is a Tier 2. You can head over to their website. That link will be down in the description as well. That's $11.50 for that plus tax. And then they have what they call their lightweight, and that's $1,500. Don't know too much about them. Maybe at some point they'll let me shoot one. I doubt it, but you never know. So that's pretty much it for the review of the Minuteman Armory AR-15, mass compliant. And I'm not going to get into all of the ridiculousness of laws in this state, but it is annoying. Those of you who live here, Connecticut I don't know, but I think they have some pretty strict laws. For for people like us who try and follow all the laws and abide by the laws, it's ridiculous. So that's all I have for you today. Guys, again, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment. I've got 6 more one-day builds that will be coming up in the future. 2 of them will be firearms related, and the rest of them will be related to welding, machining, and some general boat work stuff, because that's pretty much what I really like to do. Is I like to work on boats and build parts for boats. So that'll be coming up, and that's pretty much it. So that's all I got for you today. Okay, so there is one more thing. About 2 years ago, my father died, and he worked for the state of Massachusetts. He was the district manager for Fish and Wildlife. So I've grown up hunting, fishing, you know, all that good stuff. And the day after he died, my friends and family, we all went to the range and we shot a bunch of ammo off, just kind of blow off some steam. And then last year in 2018, my family and a good friend of ours came up, and we did another kind of a little shoot, and it kind of started the wheels spinning a little bit. So we're actually going to be doing this year, around October, we're going to be doing a memorial shoot for Dad. That's what we're going to call it. And we will have raffle prizes, and we will have long-range shooting, pistol shooting, quickest time, all that stuff. We're still really hammering out the details right now. But that will be coming up. Those of you who live locally, or even if you don't and want to come, please do. It's going to be fantastic. And all the proceeds from that will go to sponsor someone to go to the Massachusetts Junior Conservation Camp, which I went through, and a couple other people that I know. Awesome time. It's, you know, summer camp. It's 2 weeks. You hunt, you fish, shoot bows, shoot guns, canoe. It's absolutely fantastic time. So check those guys out too if you're looking, if you live in Massachusetts and you're looking to get your kids out of the house and go get them some good experiences. You can check out the Massachusetts Junior Conservation Camp. That's all, guys. See ya.